Mentorship is not about goals or results. It's a journey.
I've been hearing that every single day you make it a point in the morning to talk to all your mentees.
Yeah, because given the situation that we work remotely, it's very essential that we do have this communication channel open.
If the interns had to give you a nickname, what would it be?
I don't know about these interns, but in my previous experience, I was called Sher Khan.
Oh my God.
Welcome to Mindera's Yellow Box India, where we talk to minders who have been creating an everlasting impact on others about their journey. In this episode, Nirmal Kumar S discusses his mentorship of interns with host Archana KrishnaKumar.
I was talking to an intern. He was in fact very beautifully illustrated how you've been a foundation and a support to him. So what really sparked this off is why not talk to some of the minders who are creating an everlasting impact on others. So this is where we had invited you to attend this podcast, and we would also want to know how were you inspired to get onto this role, and if you can give us a little more details about Project Akash as well.
Okay, thanks for inviting me for the podcast. To begin with, I have 22 years of experience in this industry. I started my career as a bioinformatician. I was in the research field for almost 4 years. And then in around 2007, I transitioned into IT industry as a Perl developer. Since then, I have been in the software industry, playing various roles. Currently working in Mindera for the past 4 years as a developer in one of our e-commerce luxury partner. The seed for Project Akash started a few years ago when one of our minders who joined recently wasn't confident about adapting to the corporate culture. So he reached out to one of our senior members, Abhi, and asked for help. Abhi took him under his wings and trained him, but that was more of an informal, unstructured program. Eventually, that particular minder went on to be a valuable asset to the project and the team which he joined. So that sparked this idea, why not convert this into a much more structured and formal, a scalable program so that we can replicate it depending on the need and situation. So when this project was conceived and designed, they named it as Project Akash because the minder who asked for this help in the first place, his name is Akash. I got involved in this project in the very fag end of the design phase. And when Krishnan offered this opportunity, I grabbed it because I have done this in the past and I'm pretty comfortable with it. So it was a game on from the day one for me.
So after you have taken on this role, I've been hearing that every single day you make it a point in the morning to talk to all your mentees.
Yeah, because given the situation that we work remotely, it's very essential that we do have this communication channel open. So every day I conduct kind of a stand-up where I just get in touch with them and see what is happening with them. And this was I was talking to the every team intern member for the first 4-5 months when the training sessions were going on. And after that, some of the interns, they moved on to different projects. But still I talk to most of them because they are still working with me in an internal project. And I am mentoring them and guiding them as a project manager.
Oh, that's nice. So one feedback we had from the interns is that you're a very strict person when it comes to deadlines. But at the same time, a very warm person when it comes to one-to-one interactions. So how do you strike this balance between being very firm and at the same time trying to create a psychological safe place for your interns to open up?
Okay, the credit for this goes to my first boss, Dr. Shantanu Chaudhary. In my very first job, that was my first job, and he was my first. 1 month into the job, we had a very informal party where we had food, drinks, everything, and that was the first time I saw him in a very informal setup. I was quite surprised by it, and the next day when he came into the lab, we were expecting him to be in that same jolly mood and all this, but he was his normal self, asking for the updates, and he didn't even give a hint of something like this happened in the previous evening. So subconsciously I absorbed that, and I have been practicing, like, you should be firm, but at the same time be as polite as possible.
So basically striking a balance between what's work and work beyond.
Once you make it clear to the person that, okay, I am being strict because there is accountability involved, I am answerable to somebody, so it's not a personal thing, it's part of the job.
Yeah.
Once they get that clarity, it's easy to manage.
So let's throw some imagination now. So if you would relate yourself to a movie character, so what would it be like?
I don't know about a movie character, but in general, if you ask me, I would say you can relate my behavior with most of the fatherly
Okay.
characters, because fathers are known to be strict. They are not that expressive, but they support and they want the best for you. It is not very vocal, but they show it through their actions. So I would say it's more of a fatherly kind of a thing.
If the interns had to give you a nickname, what would it be? Just don't say that it's going to be a friendly mentor, but we just really want your frank opinion as to what the name would be.
I don't know about these interns, but in my previous experience, I was called Sher Khan.
Oh my God. So is this, what sort of a Sher Khan? Is it the share, market share,
No.
or is
This
it the Sher Khan?
Jungle Book Sher Khan.
Oh, okay.
Because, see, you learn with experience. So in the initial phase of my mentorship days, I was quite hard and strict. And it took me some time to learn, okay, what works, what doesn't work. And I think this was around the same time when MS Dhoni became the captain. And I got a lot of inspiration from him, because he is somebody who doesn't show his emotions but gets the job done. And that's something I always aspired but never got couldn't master it. And there are a few other personal incidents where I have seen people with position and authority getting the job done without too much of
Very easy, yeah. They just
without
do it
expressing
with
their emotions.
okay.
They were able to get it. So those were the inspirations that helped me to mellow down a bit. And I'm trying to still work on that. I'm not a perfect person. So there are moments where I try to ensure that I don't show the wrong emotions.
Wrong emotions. Oh, that's nice. Every mentor has an aha moment. That's something where you really feel great, or you feel really good about, you have imparted some knowledge, or they have taken your advice. So any instance, what would be your aha moment being a mentor?
I always advise or suggest to my mentees that knowledge comes from every corner. You should be receptive to it. There is no senior, junior, there is no old or young or anything like that. You should be receptive to knowledge.
Okay.
And I wouldn't say aha moment, but it was kind of a realization. This was in one of my previous organizations. I was working on a project, and we had to work on a very important feature. But the solution given by the CTO, I wasn't convinced, because I felt it could lead to a lot of false positives and negatives. I was kind of dealing as a lead. It was my job to decide the priority. So I was kind of delaying the feature work.
Okay.
And we reached a stage where there is no more delay. We have to work on it. But still, I was kind of hesitating because I was not convinced with the solution. So my mentee, who was the same team, she just asked me a question: do you have a better solution? I said no. And right on my face, she said, then shut your mouth and do this.
Oh gosh. Okay.
So that's the kind of rapport I have with my mentees. And that was kind of a realization, yes, if I don't have anything, it's better I shut my mouth and do what is being told to do.
So sometimes you also realize that, maybe there is more to learn from others.
That's as I said, like, you should be open to knowledge. I could have got easily offended, but I didn't, because I understand that everybody has their own perspectives and everything matters. So that was the kind of aha moment, if you want to say.
In fact, yes, young blood and then fresh energy, and there is so much more to it. And many a times you also come and they ask many questions which you may not have expected. It would have just caught you off guard. So I think this is one of an example, I would say.
Yeah, that's why. And there was one more question. Still, I don't have an answer for it. I think it was about what's the difference between aim and ambition.
Okay. Uh-huh.
I couldn't answer that question, and still I struggle to. And the same mentee, I spent quite a lot of years with her. So she also made me realize that
It's completely different, or would you say it's the
perspectives
same?
matter.
Perspectives, right.
Perspectives matter, and I was trying to break that argument, but I gave up. I said, okay, one day I will break it, but not right now.
Okay. How do you feel that the culture here in Mindera has given you the freedom to do mentorship in your own way, in your own style?
Mindera always emphasizes on self-organization, and there's no interference as such, as long as you stay within the framework of the cultural fit. So I didn't have any kind of obstacles or hindrances. I had the entire complete liberty to do the mentorship the way I wanted. So from that point of view, Mindera's self-organization has really helped me to express myself the way I want to express.
So before we wrap up, I just wanted to ask you one advice. You may want to give it to the other minders who would want to take up mentoring. So, and even your own experience, like, do you ever feel that, enough is enough, you just want to get out of it? Or would you want to give advice to, you would want to give a warning, or you would want to give a positive impact of being a mentor?
See, I see mentorship as a way of giving back to the community. I've got something, I didn't get something. I understood that I didn't get this, so I'm trying to give it back to the community. So if I used to tell this to all the interns and past, present, everybody, that few years down the line, you will be sitting where I am sitting, and there will be a bunch of people who are sitting where you are sitting. So you have a responsibility towards them. So learn the things. So it's a commitment towards kind of giving back to the community. And if you ask for, I wouldn't say advice, suggestion would be like, mentorship is not about goals or results. It's a journey.
Sure.
You should be willing to travel with that person.
With a lot of patience as well.
Yes, you have to travel with the person, help them figure out things by themselves. And you don't have to live their life.
So it's very difficult sometimes, isn't it, when you have to keep your own work aside and you need to start helping them out when they really require. So how did you manage that part of it?
Again, it's openness. If you're very open with them, okay, I will not be available today because of these things, they'll understand it. But if you make it as a habit that I will not be available anytime you ask for, then the drift will happen. So you have to strike a balance. It comes with time and practice. Like it's not, you are not going to get everything right in the very first go. You learn from your mistake. As I said, I was a very bad, I still have bad temperament, but I believe I have controlled it to a large extent. So you learn through your experience. Yeah.
So you do have a very positive impact on others and as well as yourself as well.
Only one thing I would say is, before committing to mentorship, ask yourself, do I have it in me? Have I understood life enough? It's just not about work or anything, because you're going to bring. Mentorship also involves a lot of philosophy, perspectives.
Right.
So do I have the right kind of mindset, perspectives and philosophies to transfer it to the next person? If you have a doubts on that, don't commit to it.
That's a great insight. That was lovely, Nirmal. Thank you so much for joining in this episode. And it was great to hear your perspective, your wisdom and your funny anecdotes. It was very relatable, and we hope that more people become mentors in Mindera and helping others as well. So this is something, an advice to all the mentors: do come forward to become mentors, which will help you as well as others. And see you all from the next episode of Mindera India Yellow Box. We would be talking to more minders regarding the journey who have been making an everlasting impact on themselves or in the organization as such. Till then, see you. Ciao.